Alright guys, I'm just testing out this Streamyard before we go live on Friday, seeing if it's connected. Let's see here. I want to be able to watch it when, make sure it's working. And it's showing up on YouTube and their notifications. So we'll see if anybody comes on. Go from there.
I'm trying to help you.
One watching. All right, we have one person watching. Angels, are we nursery? Hello. All right. I am testing out this Streamyard and East Coast Canada. Hello. So I'm just doing a test run on this to see on Streamyard. As you can see in the that top left corner there, I just loaded this program. I was using Streamyard's or Streamlab OBS the last few, and I wanted to try this one out and see how it goes. There's a bunch of cool features and stuff that I want to be able to use on here that Streamyard has is that the other streaming places do not have. So yeah, I want to be able to make sure this is all working. So Angels, can you can hear me fine and the video looks fine and everything like that? See, I'm gonna try a few things. Show that. There we go. See, I can show banners. And it looks like, all right, I can see, oh, there's Papa Drew. Papa Drew is saying sing for us. What can we sing? The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. There you go. That's what you get. Hey, Rat Trap Fishing. How are you? So I was trying this out here.
Yeah, somebody was at Walmart tonight.
With Streamyard. Yeah, I went to Walmart and I was going to get a green screen to try out everything and with the features on Streamyard, and I totally forgot the green screen. So yeah, so that's where I'm sort of stuck at right now with having our kitchen backdrop in here. Thank you, Angels. I do have a little bit of a nice vocal cords in underneath here. But Papa Drew, are you able to yeah, I need beard bulbs. Are you able to jump on here with me to test out this, how to make this work with the panel thing? That was the main feature on StreamYards that I wanted to do that I wasn't able to. You're at work, okay? That's all right. If anybody does, let's see here. Well, I'm glad you came on. I'm glad you came on for while you're at work. Look at this. New Horizons. Hello, darling. You got your new web camera, so I can go live. Oh, yes. That's awesome. I was looking at other web cameras to use. This. Right now, we're using our laptop. Yeah, New Horizons. Do you have your camera set up that you want to come onto the stream here to test it out? Papa Drew said I'm at work and I forgot my pants. It's a thing.
Okay.
That's all right. Just keep. Yeah, you just need like from your shoulders up. That's all. That's all. Hello, B-Hop Nation TV. I'm just testing this StreamYard out. Make sure. Oh, check this banner out. Ready, set, go. Hit that thumbs up button. I'm trying out some of this stuff here, so hopefully everything's going well. Everybody can see and hear. I have a live stream this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. So yeah, Papa Drew's got a live stream going on Sunday. See, Bob was supposed to bring me in his last Saturday night. I'm out eating supper right now. Okay. Well, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I hope everything goes well for you with your camera, and it'd be exciting to have you get on and do some lives. That'd be great. And there's one of the girls and two of the girls just got out taking their baths.
Don't do that.
But yeah, so let's see here. All the cool kids are going. Yeah. Let's see. Who is that? All right. So yeah, we have B-Hop Nation TV. We have Angels RV Nursery. They were the first ones in here. Going live, and hopefully we can see if I can get a few more. Yeah, Quartzsite. Yeah, we are not able to get out that far yet, away from home, to get out that far. But I was just watching. Who was that, Aaron? That just made it there. Just totally lost her name. Oh my. Her husband's name is Carlos. B-Hop is very interested in van life. Yes, that's actually my 16-year-old is looking into the van life thing with her when she get doing college. So she's been following a bunch of people. Justin and Christina, Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. They're a good channel to check out. B-Hop, if you haven't checked them out yet. They're up in Canada. Sweet chat. Papa Drew suggesting the Sweet Travels video. It was our meetup. I need to edit mine. Yeah, we were watching a bunch of them. Hey, buddy, the Talking Bichon. Hello. Slow Momentum. What's going on, brother? How are you? Yes, so we're trying this out, and so far so good. I can show some of these people's banners here. There's Buddy, Talking Bichon. Jerry Holly said I ran your playlist last night. Yes, thank you, Jerry. There was a bunch of people. We actually hit 763 watch hours so far. So we keep on climbing up through here. So Susan, she got a Logitech 1080p HD camera at Staples on sale for $40. Oh shoot, that's with taxes too. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. The 1080p is definitely important. So many of them are. When I'm looking on Amazon, so many of them are at that they're pulling 720, even though they say they're 1080. But the real specs on them are actually 720. So yeah, that's a good deal. If you can get a webcam for $40 after taxes, that's a heck of a deal. Let's see, B-Hop. B-Hop, what your question about what's the name again? Let's see, who are you?
Justin and Christina.
Oh, yeah, Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. Let me see if I can pull. Give me a second. Let me see if I can pull that up here for you guys. They're really cool. Really cool family.
Jerry Holly would say they have a lot. Jerry Holly got the.
Yeah.
Did this.
Justin and Christina.
They have a lot.
Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. That'll actually. pulling it up. So hopefully everything sounds looks and sounds good on our part here. On our side of it. Hi, Later Guide too. Hello.
Hi.
Slow Momentum shouting everybody out. Yeah, and there's some more. I like the look of StreamYard better than your other program you were using. That's Streamlabs. Okay. All right. That's good to know. We're just trying different things. There's certain features I like about the other program, the Streamlab, but this one seems to be.
Like whatever. Who wants this one?
Papa Drew. Live stream with no pants because all the cool kids said it was okay. Yes, but let's see. I do. So I'm trying out all these different features that are available here to get ready for Friday's live stream. So you can see down below here. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button for us. Let's see what else we have. Oh yes, Nomadic Hippie is in the house.
Woo!
We're trying this out, Nomadic. Are you available that you could jump on here, Nomadic, with me? I want to try out that feature where we can go, where I can panel. So if you're set up and ready, or unless you're on the road here, but yeah, if you would be set up, I'm looking for somebody to jump up. Slow Momentum, somebody here. One of you guys, if anybody can jump up. Yeah, okay, B-Hop Nation, good. You found it. I was slowly getting there to it, but it should look like, try this feature out. Let's see, share screen, sharing screen, share screen.
I think I found B-Hop last night. From someone else's channel.
Print tab. There we go. Share that. Okay, so you should be able to see, yes, right there. Just click to it. Yeah, Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. That's who who I'm talking about. Really cool family. Really cool family, and they have a really nice setup to them. I love StreamYard. Rat Trap Fishing saying I love StreamYard, but it's only 20 hours free without paying $25 per month. Yeah, you only get 20 hours per month to stream. So, which actually for us, our goal here is we don't want to hit. We're only streaming at minimum once a week, and maybe a second one here and there. It's just that we don't want to belittle our stream, make our stream where it's it's just like an everyday event and people get used to it, and then not end up not showing up for their main one. There's Josh. He's my nephew. Hey Josh, everybody say hi to Josh. Yes, Josh. He's watching us, supporting us, and Josh and my sister's son. Josh is actually full-time camping. Everybody give him a round of applause for that. Josh is a full-time camper. They just started, maybe a month ago, they went full-time.
They beat us to it.
Yes, they beat us to it, but that's okay. Let's see.
We're all happy.
Yes. Oh, Kevin Myers is in the house. Hello. I'm cutting back. Oh, here's Nomadic. He's saying, I'm cutting back to just Saturday streams also. Yeah, so we don't want to make it too where it's just a normal thing for everybody just to be like, RV Kids is back on. But anyway, Nomadic, can you jump on? Are you live? Oh, you're driving? Okay. Sorry, I missed that one.
14 and one thumb up.
We have 13.
Yeah, don't forget guys to hit that thumbs up button. Helps us out. Slow Momentum, are you available to come live, or you driving too? You might be driving as well. Roy and Becky's Travels. Hello, hello. What I'm looking for is here. I'll try it anyway. Hey, there's Cummins Camping. I'm gonna throw this up on. Control C. Copy the clipboard. Okay, I'm gonna throw this up here. If somebody feels like they would like to come on here and come onto the panel, let me know. That would be fine. Just trying to get out all these different techniques and stuff to before Friday, before our main stream on Friday. So it looks like I got 17 in the chat. 17 in the chat. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button for us to help us out with our analytics.
What's his name?
Who's
What's
got
his name?
everybody saying hello, hello.
Daddy.
Red Trap.
What YouTube was that to see how many people are watching us?
New Horizons. Yes, my friend. Live streams for 2 hours or more on Streamyard's free version. Yeah, you only get so much. Is it per? I think it's per week. I noticed there are some steps per month. So yeah, we definitely want to try to stay under that. But worst case, we overrun our StreamYard numbers. We always have Streamlabs to go to. Yes. Hey, Donna, how are you? Donna's here. So hopefully everything's going pretty well for us. Oh yeah, B-Hop is gonna head out. Thanks for the info. Gonna make sure I check in from time to time. Yeah, B-Hop, if you hit our bell, you'll see turn our notifications on every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live to do a weekly update of the things that the progression that we're making for when we go full time. So yeah, where are you? Oh yes, yeah. Good question, Sullivan. Where are you at now? Susan's saying, where are you be? Because I think you were in Indiana yesterday. We had a full list of different states you were headed to this week. Turn that down here real quick. Yeah, so I went to Walmart to get some backdrop, a green screen backdrop, and I totally walked past it. Had a whole list of other things, and totally forgot it. So we have our kitchen background here.
Yeah, our wall is green. So part of it shows up.
Yeah, so from our board or B board up, with the exception of the signs and the pictures. Here, I'll show it to you. That actually picks up Every Kids TV. Did you use Streamlabs before hitting 1K? Yes. Happy Place Camping. I did. I used that before hitting 1K, and that was definitely it was definitely nice being able to use all these before the 1K. So let's see here. Green changes green. So yeah, you can sort of see. I don't have my lighting's not the best, but you can see it up in this top section here. So the brick it's actually picking up our green wall in the background. But yeah, so we're gonna end up holding off. The main thing, we wanted to be able to put our RV Kids logo in the background that we just created, and it's not quite there yet, but yeah. So Nomadic Hippie saying about you have part of a green wall. Yeah, so it does show up. Partial green shows up in that top section. But we tried. We had some sheets, some different blankets and stuff. We tried, but it wasn't, I guess, the right shade for it to show up. So, but yeah, I totally walked past. That's me. I'll go to the store for milk and forget the milk. But yes, Papa Drew, that is the free version of the StreamYards, they just added that feature in with the green screen. So if you go to your cam/mic button at the bottom of your screen, you can actually check it out. And you can change anything. You can put your own pictures in and stuff like that. So what I did was I had the there we go. All right. Remove that one. There we go. Okay, sorry, I had a glitch. I was frozen like Disney. RV Dog is in the house. Self Love Always is here. Cummins Camping. Yeah, I just my Wi-Fi has been acting up today for some reason. I'll get like a temporary glitch. Oh, look who's in the building. It is the one and only Jacob Billett. Hello, Jacob Billett. How are you doing? Yes, we are live streaming and stuff. So we have, we're trying out StreamYard. So as I was on your live the other day, Jacob, talking about Streamlab, how we were running Streamlab, but we wanted to be able to actually kick off, be able to do where we can pull people up into a side-by-side, and I wasn't able to do that with Streamlab. The lovely lady next to me is Esme. She's the middle daughter. Jacob, are you available? Maybe I'm trying to find somebody that could jump up on here so I can test out bringing somebody up on a panel. So if somebody is able to do that, there's the paranormal circle. Let me shoot this down here. I'm just looking for somebody to come up. You don't have to stay on long if you don't want to. I just wanted to get somebody to. Oh, there's Honey and Me. Honey and Me, thank you for running our stream, our playlist. Yeah, it's coming up. There it is. Jacob, pull up here. I'm assuming you should come up in the bottom and. Oh, and somebody, there's another. I don't think he's on. M. Langford. Hello, how are you? And let's see. Tactical technician. Thank you for being here. Everything looks good. All right, so there's Jacob. You ready, Jacob?
Oh yeah, I'll have an echo for just a second. Give me 1 second here.
All right, you're up. So everybody, let me.
I can't find your stream. 1 second.
What's that?
We're gonna echo until I can find that. So sorry, it's an issue on my end.
Okay.
1 second here.
All right, no, it's all good. Everybody, this is Jacob Billett. He has some really cool adventures going on in his life, and he's actually Yes, he's actually the one that helped us in the decision to do the live streams, and the weekly updates was one of his suggestions.
Very cool.
And
very
so,
cool.
yeah.
I'm super excited for you guys. I know that your watch time was kind of something you were wanting to work on. It sounds like it's been just a great success for you, man. It sounds like you're getting with the community more. You're getting your watch hours up and everything, man. I'm super excited for you guys.
Yes. And Jacob, the guy on the right here, that is Papa Drew.
Awesome.
He's at work. So, he's at work. How are you doing, Papa? So, can you hear us, Papa Drew? We can hear you. We can hear you. You have your pants on, Papa Drew? Let's see. But anyway, yeah, so we were trying this out to see how everything was working and make sure everything is going to go because we're gonna use this on Friday
Nice.
and check it out. We like OBS, the Stream Labs, but it's just there's certain things that we like a little more cleanliness on the screen.
Oh yeah, I mean, for you putting
You
up
know,
panels and stuff, it's way easier for you. StreamYard is way easier.
Yeah.
So I had to switch it to my other
Yeah.
screen. I'm looking over here trying to watch.
But yeah, so we went to his we went to Walmart to get a green screen, and I walked right past it. Totally forgot. Papa Drew, we can see you. But let's see. Can you just type this? See what we can get.
You just type it in, so we can hear. Just
yeah, Papa Drew, we can.
At work, no talk.
Oh, gotcha.
He's undercover supporting you.
Undercover. Dun, 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 dun. Look at all this. We got the bearded. We got a nice goatee.
Oh, you froze again. He's having some Wi-Fi issues, I think.
All right. If you guys haven't checked out Jacob Billett, he's got Jacob. If you want to go over sort of what you got going on with like your
Sure.
all your power, might as well go ahead and throw it.
Sure. So my name is Jacob Billett. I'm the CEO of Billett Enterprises. My company is pretty much an umbrella company. We own 7 companies as DBAs, and I also do a lot of management, HR, and finance for other companies as well. So I get outsourced quite a bit. I'm using YouTube as an extension of my company, especially with being on camera. A lot of people, especially this newer generation, big companies and corporations, stuff like that. It's kind of leaving a bad taste in a lot of these younger people's mouths. So I'm like, this will be a great way to get myself seen and get myself marketed. So on my channel every weekday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I do what's called power networking. So I allow people to come in with their channels, with their businesses, with their websites or whichever, and you can be promoted. It's self-promotion. Display your channel up. We watch some of your videos. We talk about you. It's really all about you, by getting exposure and building strong community, which with the SEO side of things, when it comes to engagement, viewer retention, that's going to get you more money in your ad revenue. There's a lot of good things of having a very involved community that wants to see your work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you brought our channel up for us, and was helping with critiquing and whatnot, a couple suggestions and stuff like that. It was definitely helpful.
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, there's somebody said I own 7. Yeah, I do a lot of outsourcing though, so it's not like I do everything boots on ground. The majority of the stuff that I do is outsourced. I have a lot of freelancers. So freelancers do a lot of work. It's the gig economy. The gig economy is very big right now. It's a great way to make extra money if you have a particular set of skills. So most of the work is at the executive level. So it's more the data and analytics and stuff.
Yeah. It's really cool. But I do have, let's see, right there, it's in the chat. I have Jacob Billett's link to his channel. And I also have it you're on my featured channel too.
Yeah, I noticed that, man. I really appreciate you doing that, man. That's an honor.
Yeah.
That's really an honor to have you do that. So thank you.
No, I mean, you've definitely helped us out. So I can't complain one.
All they got to work on is getting changing the shoestring internet connection they have over there to something that doesn't freeze up.
Yeah. Well, this is the first internet connection you have over there. Freezing. So let me try. Papa Drew, I'm going to pull you off. If I can only max out on 2. Let me try. Papa Drew, I'm going to pull you off. All right. Right.
Yeah, another thing too is remember when you're streaming and you have multiple feeds coming in, there is going to be a bandwidth issue too. So you're going to be using a little bit more juice.
A few tabs open together here, and that's probably doesn't help the situation. Which this is why we wanted to try. It's going to work.
Jacob Billett.
Is that any better going through?
You're kind of grainy. You're kind of grainy, but
Okay.
again, I mean, I don't know what system you're on. I mean, streaming takes a good amount of power, especially when you start doing graphics and overlays and featuring people. I end up having to upgrade. I can completely upgraded my system, internet and softwares and hardware and everything to support that. But I do use a lot of graphics. I would run it and see how it is, and then do some testing and see if you can maybe beef up your internet a little bit. I don't know what you have out there where you're at, but.
Yeah, I just have the Comcast. I'm out in an area where there's only one internet provider.
Yeah,
and that's Comcast, and it's not the best. And I even have the upgrade where it's the faster streaming, but it's tough. It's tough to get a decent one out here.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, and you can always take a look at your system too, and do a system performance and see if it's maxing anything out, because streaming is fairly hard on CPU. CPU and RAM. It's sometimes that would be the limitation. So you can always take a look at that. But yeah, man, I'm super happy for you guys, man. I'm glad we met. I'm glad whatever thing I could have thrown to you helped you out a little bit, and I really want to see you guys kill it. You guys have a great community. You guys have a tremendous community.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice community. It's definitely RV community is awesome to have.
Yeah, and I see that with Blue Wave, and I see that with a bunch of channels that do this. And you guys have just watching Blue Wave going out and meeting up with somebody, and filming that and going through all that. That was really neat to see. People actually come together in real life. That's a big deal.
Let's see. So. Have to work on seeing this system, checking my system to see so it's not so glitchy on my end here.
Yeah, I mean, you can just open up your task manager and take a look, and that'll give you basis on performance and see. And the nice thing is, since it's YouTube, it's a tax write-off. So any equipment or anything that you do, I mean, write it off, take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know where to. I just got this laptop, and so I still haven't figured out. I think my last one was Windows Vista, and now I got this 10.
Oh yeah. 10. If you go Control Delete, it'll come up with a screen, and the Task Manager, I believe, is one of the last options, and then it'll pull up your performance graph. And if you need any help, man, just send me a message. I'll walk you through whatever.
Okay, Task Manager.
And then you'll see the tabs.
Google Performance. All right, so is that where performance?
Yeah, you'll see the graph. It'll give you your CPU load, your RAM load, and everything. Now, Google Chrome is really resource demands a lot of resources, especially on your RAM. And so definitely keep a check on that. If you have extensions or anything, you'll see, because you'll see Google, and then you'll see like Google have like 15 tasks, and those are typically all your browser extensions and plugins, and they eat up a lot of resources. So that might slow you down too.
It looks like my CPU is showing 72%. It's 1.89 gigahertz.
Okay.
Speed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're putting a load on it for sure.
Yeah. I'm not even sure what my processor speed is on whatever's on here from factory. It's a Dell, but I have to. That's good to know for that part here.
Yeah, you can monitor it and do some stress testing on it. So, I mean, I don't know if you play games at all, but you can start up a little computer game, run it at max, and try to stream it and see if it can bear the load. And a lot of times
Okay.
it'll start glitching out, and it just you just get froze. You can't. You're just super choppy. So that's a real good test on it too.
Yeah, yeah. And it looks like here the American Wonders in the house. There, look, he needs hours too. So if everybody can watch his streams, he's getting pretty close. He's no, I'm sorry, he's getting somewhat close, but we want to try to get him there.
Nice.
I think May is when his first 365 hits. So we definitely want to get him there.
Very cool.
But there's the one.
Hey, good to see you. How are you?
Haley family.
I'm good. How are you?
Living the dream. Living the dream. Baby didn't have to go through surgery, so we were happy about that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Is the Haley family in here?
I don't think so.
I asked you yesterday. Someone put a message in one of our comments, and it said, "Have you tried zmsocial.com for getting more people onto your channels?"
Mhm.
And you said you didn't know what it was.
I did not. No, I'll look at that. There's a couple of sites.
You know what it was?
I can,
Really be legit.
I can.
Well, I looked it up. I think it's a scam.
What was it called? Was it Z Motion or ZM Motion? Is that
ZM
what it is?
Social.
ZM Social.
ZM Social. I'm sorry. Let me take a look here. I do a lot of marketing and I've never heard of them. So, let's see here. Social media marketing. Sign up, offer range services, majority social networking sites in your profile, post a link, watch your order update real time. So, yeah, brand dev, SEO is kind of the typical things that people offer. I'd have to look into it. I'd have to look into it and see. I do know that the biggest thing you want to make sure is that any marketing that you do, I mean, I'm sure you guys know how the monetization works, but I mean, remember where your ads are being shown, what's called your CPM, where your ads are being shown, you actually get paid differently from where your viewers are coming from. And so, in a lot of channels, they'll do services like this, and they'll basically be given subscribers, and they say they're being marketed and they're real people, but they're in India and Pakistan and all these lower countries that their CPMs astronomically low. And so, even though you'll get monetized, you're not really making hardly any money. And not just that, but then it also triggers the algorithm, triggers the AI, knowing that most of those accounts are going to be dead subs or they won't be engaged in content. So that'll hurt with your ranking. That'll hurt with your viewer to engagement ratio. That'll hurt with all of that. So organic is typically, like what you guys are doing is typically about the best way you can do it, honestly. Without having like a content manager or brand manager doing that. That's out there in marketing, because really, I mean, you want to target the people who's actually going to watch your stuff, right? I mean, that's why when you do your stores and your advertising, you're doing your affiliate marketing, everything, it's involving what your channel is about. So, there's a good conversion rate or a buying conversion rate of sending people over to your store that it specializes in what you guys do. And that's a big one. So, focus demographic. I mean, if there's any money that you're going to spend, what I would honestly do is I would do focused Facebook ad campaigns. I would do that, and I would actually, and if you guys want to learn more about this, I can definitely take a call from you and walk you through it. It's really easy because you guys are already on social media. I've seen you guys there and your new logo. But if you have a business or a brand page, you can actually target your Facebook ads based on people's interests that they've already expressed on the platform. So if there's people that are RV or travelers or full-time RVers or campers, you can actually make sure that your ads are only shown to those people, so you don't waste a ton of money by people that are not going to convert over to your site. That's what, if I was going to spend any money, that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah. We do that with our, we have a repurposing furniture Facebook page that we do that. We do a lot of posting, boosting our ads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then with our landscaping business, we've ventured into that as well.
Yeah, those are always the best ways to do it. And the nice thing is that Facebook, what I really like about Facebook is that analytics, you can really nail it down to exactly what you want and your budget. There's no surprises. And the nice thing again is because you have that web presence and you do other things that can also convert into sales to your other businesses as well and grow your entire brand. So that's exactly what I would do. And I think
learning it down. We're still getting all the learning going on with different options and all with how to promote ourselves. And we did a bunch of trials with our with our furniture, and then we did a little bit because we do have a T-shirt through Teesprings. We have our some of our merchandise for the RV
Nice.
kids thing, and just trying the different promotions and trying to get that certain the keywords that work and don't work and stuff like that to get out there.
Yeah, there's a big learning curve, man. There's a big learning curve. I mean, the nice thing is that, you know, I have a schedule to where I can kind of dedicate whatever I want. You know, and if my work looks too much, I just outsource. And so I've been able to put a lot of time into it. But I mean, it's really hard because it's like a rabbit hole, especially when there's not like it's not like 1 + 1 = 2 when it comes to SEO and marketing. You know, there's always exceptions. There's always things that are constantly changing and being updated. And I mean, there's a lot to keep up with. There really is. And that's why when typically people start making money, they will hire other firms, and now they don't have to deal with it anymore. Now it's all about just doing what you love and doing your content and you know, focusing more time on that instead of all the back end stuff, which it gets kind of messy.
Yeah. Happy Place Diaries, they're another RV.
I said, what's up?
They're just giving you a good compliment here.
Oh, I appreciate that. And it's you're always learning. You know, the nice thing is that I do have webmaster experience. I do have SEO experience. I've built companies for myself. I've built companies for corporations. I used to build companies for the government when it came to funding or when it came to exposure, marketing, hiring, a complete business model, the whole 9 yards. I mean, from incubator project all the way up to an established company. And so the nice thing is that a lot of that was translatable to YouTube. The big thing about YouTube, and a lot of people don't get, because I've seen guys, I mean, I only have a master's in business, but I've seen guys that have doctorates that are, you know, 30-year expert in the fields in business. They come to YouTube and they fall flat on their face, and they don't get it. They don't understand why. And the big thing is the community. It's the people that are here. You know, it's not just about business. It's about what value can you add, how you interact with people. Or people are getting a hold of you and sending you messages and talking about their lives or whichever. You need to show interest in that, because, you know, I can always go out and make more money. I can't ever make more time. And when somebody's on my channel and giving me 5-10 minutes of their life, I can never repay them for that. I can never give that time back to them, you know? And so a lot of people, especially that come from these big corporate jobs, and they come here thinking they're going to kill it. It's like, it's not. I mean, your clients, your viewers are the most important thing, and you need to respect their time. And just people get lost in that, especially when they start becoming successful and getting a little bit bigger. They just completely lose focus of that. And we see it in Hollywood. You see it in music. I mean, it's just what a lot of people do.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the goal, is making sure we're putting out what something that somebody's going to love to watch. And
awesome.
And, you know, that content's got to be important, because I was in car sales for 9 years.
So was I. I did car sales for 6. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was with Ford for all of it, actually. I mean,
so was I.
Were you? Yeah.
Yeah. I did
well,
military sales.
So you know the how you get your rating through Ford in the Philadelphia region, which was like 3,000 salespeople. I placed 45th, and I got a big plaque from Ford.
Congratulations!
You know, and all that. So on that CSI, the customer satisfaction, the unit sold, and product knowledge.
Very cool.
Ford then, you know, stuff like that. But it was fun, and but you just had to make stuff. You had to make sure your customer falls in love with you before you try to sell them the car. That was the best.
Oh yeah, building the rapport, doing the car report, all that stuff, you know. But yeah, no, car sales is extreme. I learned a lot of great things. I actually bought my own car lot. I had my own car lot for a couple of years when I separated from Ford. And because I did, you know, it was used vehicles. So I went to the auctions, got it. It was all cash. So I didn't have any flooring or anything, which was awesome. And I saw things that were really good, and then some things that I felt that I could do better. You know, the Ford has a great sales model. They got a great product. I mean, every car dealership kind of does their things a little bit differently. And so I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to do this and try this out, especially with Spotify. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to say. But
let me give you pro. Great to see you, man. And from the great to see you guys as well.
Yeah, Jacob, your daughter is just absolutely just so adorable. Like we used to have.
She's insane. She's insane, man. Yeah, she's like a little doll. My wife wants to model her. Like she really wants her to model her.
Absolutely. We did that with the girls for there was this is a few years back. They had the American Girl dolls. There was another company called, I think it was Dolly and Me, where
I love Dolly.
they had clothing. It was specifically clothing, and they sold the clothing for the doll, plus then the clothing for the girls. And it all matched together. And instead of going to American Girl doll store and paying hundreds of dollars for a set of, for a dress for your daughter and the doll, you were spending $20 a piece. It was a lot less money.
Well, they still have it, but it's not anywhere near us.
They moved it out of the area now. So.
Yeah, and it used to be in a spot where I did a fashion show with American Girl dolls.
Nice.
There's M. Langford saying, "You guys, I should have come to you. I just bought a new truck."
New Lariat work truck. Oh man, that'd break my heart. I always had XLT for work trucks. I see guys that have King Ranches, or the King Ranch Platinums or whichever. And man, in like a year they were just destroyed. I'm sitting there going, "Why are you doing this?" Like, gotta do it for tax because I was in California. Gotta do it for taxes, stay in that tax bracket. So it broke my heart to see those trucks just get demolished.
I never really liked the King Ranch version with the seats having that saddle upholstery to it.
Yeah, that saddle leather. Yeah,
and you spill as soon as you get a drop on it, it wants to stain. You had to keep it up, upkeep it so much it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So hopefully, we still have 13 in the chat, which is good. So hopefully everybody's catching up on their friends and everything like that. But we just certainly wanted to try this out. Oh, let's see here. Lebanese Gamer Pro. Jacob is awesome, man. Everything you ask him, he answers and helps you a lot grow your channel and grow your business. Shout out to you, Jacob. Absolutely.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's good. It's funny because I actually ended my stream a little bit early. I had too many alcoholic beverages last night, so I'm kind of hurting today. And so I kind of ended a little bit early. Took some aspirin, and I was doing some paperwork, and I saw you got popped up live, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna go in and say hi to him. And when you offered to put my ugly mug up there to test stuff, then I gotta take advantage of that. Paint a strip at the bottom and the interior.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome that you were able to come up here.
Your video just got real. Yeah. He's lagging a bit with this connection. That happens with streaming. It's really frustrating, especially with connection and then stressing hardware. So hopefully it's growing pains. Which is good. Good growing pains to have.
Yeah. What was that one here? Thank you, Happy Place Diaries. Your video just got real good. So I like the King Ranch, but I wanted to paint the stripe at the bottom and the interior. I wanted black. Yeah, sir. Here's one for you. So what is the normal? Averaging about 14 to 17. It seems like we're missing a ton of subs.
Okay, so just to clarify, you're averaging about 14 to 17%. Now you're talking about viewer converting to subscribers, or is that the non-subscriber view percentage against your subscriber view percentage? What stat are you going off of?
Let's see, he'll get that back to us. I know ours, our rate's about in that same. Actually, ours is a little bit lower.
Is that the amount of subscribers that are actually watching your content is between?
Oh, the amount for me. Here, there's Haley. Non-subscriber view rate.
Okay, non-subscriber view rate. So that's actually not really bad. I know from the areas that I've been researching. It's about 80%, 20% is really good because you have a large amount of your subscribers are watching. A lot of your subscribers are watching your content, and your content is still getting out there and being seen by people outside of your bubble. a lot of people that I notice, and I see this in business too, a lot of people, they stop seeing YouTube as a viewer, they start seeing it as a creator. And so you need to be getting that outside traction to grow your sphere of influence and bring in fresh blood.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you keep freezing over there, brother. I'm not trying to walk over you.
Hold on one second here. Let me check on something.
Yep.
Everybody's got to turn yourself.
Okay, so Haley is saying, well, it's the opposite. We only have 14 to 17 subscriber view. Okay, so what it's looking like, and again, I'm not trying to call anybody out here, and I'm not a guru on YouTube. I've only been on YouTube actively for about 5 months now. It's still a new venture for me, but it depends on where you're getting your subscribers. Now, a lot of people, especially when they go to networking streams, that's why power networking, my segment's very different than what a lot of people do. Not saying they'll suck. I'm not saying they're all bad at all. There's some great creators that have great communities that they're trying to get people shown. And so what that should be telling you, that data is actually telling you two things. First of all, it's saying that your content you're putting out is not attracting the people that you're subscribed to. And so this happens in a couple different ways. The subscribers that you're going in, when you're getting these people subscribing to your channel, do they truly have an interest in what you do? So you definitely need to reflect on that and go, well, if they're not watching it, then I'm not giving them what they want to see. And so it could be that. So either if you're in one niche, if you specialize in one thing and then you moved over to something else and your subscribers are not adopting this new direction of your channel, that could be one way. Or the second way, you just have subscribers that don't want to engage with you because of networking streams or sub for sub and stuff like that, which is really common. A lot of people don't realize. And I've gone to, when I first started in networking streams, and you go out there and you'll donate or whatever and you get shouted out. The thing is that, yeah, does that help, get you exposed to different channels? It absolutely does. I did a video on it and I said why I actually participate in sub for sub streams. But the reason why I do it is not what a lot of it was a clickbait title. It really was. And so what I was explaining is that I like to go there because a lot of people that are great creators, they don't know any way else to market their channel. And that's what my company does. I do a lot of marketing and promoting. And so when I go to those, I actually identify the people that are there to actually network and actually build their brand. And I bring them over to what I do. And I bring them over to my channel. And because again, I would have never seen these people unless I was in there. And again, because a lot of people don't understand SEO, they don't understand marketing. They just don't know how to get their face out there, so that's kind of like the diamond in the rough. And so I would really, really look at that. Are you putting the content out there that your subscriber base wants to see what they signed up for? Or is your subscriber base just there to get a subscription back from you and they don't want to engage with you at all? Right. And that's a big one, because you want to weed those people out, because the AI sees that. If your content is out there and your subscribers are not watching, then the AI sees that your content is not engaging content. It's not considered quality content. So it won't rank you. You'll stop being recommended. You'll stop your updates or whichever will stop being put out to your subscriber base. Again, you won't rank. Your SEO, your visibility goes down a lot, because YouTube's going, why am I going to recommend this content if the people that are subscribed to this channel is not even watching it? Like, right. Why am I going to recommend it? And so that's how that works. Yeah.
And that's with us. I've been really monitoring, watching our analytics of what happens when we do this, what happens when we do that, and just watching all that fluctuation. And I'm very happy with our where our analytics is looking to. I mean, I'm getting even like down to my average. What is it? The average views per subscriber, or views per visit. I think it was something like that. It's like I'm at like a 2.3. So I know, and that's
really good. That's really, a lot of people don't realize how powerful that stat is. So when it comes to web development, that's actually called a bounce rate. And so what you want to do, that's why, like, I really get on people who use hashtags in their stuff, especially if they don't dominate the environment, they don't dominate that tag, then they're actually bouncing people off of their site. And so that's really good. So that means that, people are seeing your stuff and they want to see more of your stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why like niching is really important on particular things. There is a question that I definitely want to get to real quick. And let me know if I'm walking over you, RV.
You're good. You're good. This is awesome.
Okay. So there was a question now, and it also depends on channel size. So somebody in here, Posh Cats Camping said 60% of my views are by non-subscribers, which again, you have to really look into that data. Now, how big is your channel? If your channel, for example, has, a couple hundred people, then there's a good chance because of your visibility and getting your stuff out there, that new people are seeing your stuff and coming in and watching. And so what you need to do is actually look at either your streams or your videos. And I believe there's a stat, if you go deep into the analytics, there's a stat that will actually tell you how many subscriptions that video actually got you. So how many of the viewers actually converted to a subscriber? And so that's a really good ratio to look at. So don't get really caught up on the subscriber to non-subscriber analytics when you're smaller, because they're going to be super skewed. They're going to be all over the place because there's just not a lot of data. And that's why you look at like insurance in a business is called the law of large numbers. And so the more data, the more numbers, the more consistent that you have something, the better your analytics are. But if you're small, I don't know how big your channel is. But if I say if you're under about 1,000, if you're under 1,000 subscribers, I would take that with a grain of salt. What I would really be paying attention to is how many people are watching your stuff and actually converting to a subscriber. That's the big one. That's your conversion, your conversion rate, as well as your CTR. Your CTR is also very important.
Yeah, that's a couple of things that I've been watching on mine, and I'm happy with where we're at. We've been growing pretty well. I mean, we just hit that.
You guys are kicking butt, man. Yeah, I'm so excited. You guys hit over 1,000, and now you're getting your watch time up, man. I'm super excited.
It's been a grind. We've been spending between the both of us probably about 10 hours a day, just grinding, getting those subscribers, and also finding some playlist partners to run our playlist. And it's been it's not an easy road to get to.
No, it's not. But the cool thing is that this is an exponential. YouTube is an exponential compounding as well as a passive revenue revenue stream. So you put the videos out there. If you're monetized, especially if it's called evergreen content, the content that's always going to be searchable, that's great. When you do become monetized and you have the option of getting super chat, even though you lose 30% due to transaction fees with Google takes 30% of it. That's still another way to generate revenue. And then your affiliate marketing is huge. You can make a lot of money with that. And it just compounds more and more and more. And so, just like with anything else, you're building a business. You're going to put a ton of time into it, but it'll start again compounding itself. Honey and Me says, and by the way, Honey and Me, I love the name because that's the name of her camper. I love it. I absolutely love her channel. I've seen her channel a couple of times on Feedback Friday as well as Power Networking. So Honey and Me says, do you have a video that explains the numbers part of you? No, and I need to. Matter of fact, I told somebody I was going to do that, and I haven't gotten to it yet. But on my channel, I have a Motivation Monday, Trending Tuesday, Wealth Wednesday, Tech Thursday, Feedback Friday, and then I do my streams on the afternoons. Now, that will be a Tech Thursday segment, because I was going to cover, ways and mathematical formulas to get monetized between a certain time limit or a goal, so things that you'd be doing and checklists and stuff like that. As well as understanding analytics. So I do need to get on that, and that will be a multiple part series. But that's a good thing, and I do need to get on that, because a lot of people, and again, like you go to these real big YouTubers, right, that will cover stuff like this, and they're again, I'm not bashing anybody's success at all. A lot of those guys are so big they can't really get back to people with questions, and they can't walk. Like, I'll walk people through analytics and show them, hey, this is what this is. It's my channel. I can't pull up their analytics, but I'll show mine and say, this is what this means. This is why this is happening, so on and so forth. So I'll just use my stuff, but I do need to do that. Happy Place Diaries on 270.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy's Big Top. What's up, man? What's up? It's good to see you. I ended my stream a little early. I was kind of feeling like crap, and just have some aspirin and kind of kicking back. But good to have you here, Billy. And Billy's a new person in my community. Really, really good guy. Love his stuff. I've shown some of his stuff a few times, and and what's cool is you got people that come in here and go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because a lot of people, they get so overwhelmed with everything, they just stop, or they get discouraged. They're not getting seen. They're putting a bunch of work into stuff. Like, it's really discouraging sometimes.
Yeah. It is. Billy, let's see, Billy's Big Top Learning and listening to you too. It's a lot more from Jacob here. But he knows a lot more than I do.
But again, if I was looking to buy another camper, which is going to happen when I go down to Texas, you're the guy I'm going to be talking to.
Yeah.
You know, that's your expertise.
It's awesome. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Looking. What's this? I'm looking at my campers because they are small enough to hide in the woods. Yeah. There are some of these big campers are tough to work with. You can't take them everywhere. There's a company or a channel, YouTube channel, Keep Your Daydream. They have this humongous Momentum. It's got this toy hauler. It's got like a 15-foot garage in the back, and this, that, and the other, triple axles. They just bought a little pod, one of these little pods that has a queen size mattress in it, because they couldn't go places. Along the Grand Canyon, they couldn't go places to camp because they had this monster rig. So they've downsized, to be able to do that. So there's a lot of benefits to the small stuff. But.
Awesome. Yeah. So Deke is here. How you doing, Deke? Good to see you again. And
yes,
in fact, your video was recommended. So you're recommended to people. A lot of these guys are subscribers of mine. So it looks like you're recommended because I believe that we're subscribed to each other as well. And so that's great. Having YouTube recommending you is a big deal.
Yeah.
And also, too, I do want to point something else out. Mr. Longford, M. Longford. I hope I'm saying that right. I know my glasses on. The text is kind of small. So yes, watch time is paramount. Absolutely it is. And so is average view duration. And view duration has directly reflects against your CPM. So currently on my channel, my CPM is 13 per mil, 13 per 1,000. This is what CPM is cost per mil. So my average view duration on my channels is 11.5 minutes, I think it is now. And that's so my average view, but again, that also takes live streams into account. So, you'd be like, oh, well, because my average video is about 10 to 12 minutes. And so the nice thing is with that view duration, what that shows, because you have advertisers bid on the space, just like me. I mean, when I go through Google AdSense, I'm actually bidding on where I want my ad to be shown. And so I pay them money, and it's put to me at what the cost would be and what this is and what that is. So AdSense, again, is how people bid on your space as a monetized channel. And so the nice thing is that, if an advertiser does that, there's typically about 3 ad rolls in a 10-minute clip. And so a lot of big YouTube creators will say 10 minutes is the target that you want to do your videos, is because you can squeeze in one more ad roll by default. And again, that will make you more money because, again, it's per 1,000 views. You'll get whatever your CPM is. The average CPM on the platform is about $4 to $7. That's the average. And as of right now, again, that's niche based, that's demographic based, the whole 9 yards, because your CPM averages out based on demographics. But the CPM I'm at is extremely high, but my stats are good. And of course, I've only been monetized for about a month now. So that's also limited data. So it could fluctuate, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, the view time is big. And now here's a big thing too, that I tell a lot of people. I was a YouTube consumer for 7 years. I just now started being a creator, and I'm not a YouTuber. I do not consider myself a YouTuber. This is, again, an extension of my company. However, a lot of people, and you did nail it on the head, a lot of people don't understand what subscription means. They don't, especially as a consumer. A consumer that has no idea. I never subscribed to nobody. I went to YouTube, I saw what I wanted, and I was done. And that was that. And so you have to think in the minds of a viewer. And so as a viewer, you have to figure out, okay, what's my value proposition, right? Benefit request, sales 101, right? Why would you want to ask people to subscribe, right? And so what a lot of people do is that in the beginning, they'll do their hook, they'll do their intro, and they'll do their logo display, like, hey, what's going on? My name is Jacob Billett, CEO of Bill Bros. If you like what widget A is or what I do here, consider subscribing. New content comes out, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever your schedule is. And what you're trying to do is that you want to become the authority in your space. So for example, if your channel is about underwater basket weaving, right? If that's what you do, you're a basket weaver and that's what your channel is about. There's a good chance that somebody's looking at your channel is interested in underwater basket weaving. That's what got them there. So why you want to propose that you want to be the go-to channel. You want to be the go-to person. So when they have another question on underwater basket weaving, they go to your channel. That's when you build the authority. That's called domination, niche domination. When you really niche down on something. And in websites, it's called web authority. And so you want to dominate a marketplace so much that you are the one-stop shop for people that are in those needs, because that will get your subscriber count up, that will get your view duration up, your engagement will come up, and then you'll start understanding your audience at a more fundamental level.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I was just looking at mine. My average view duration right now for the last 28 days was 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
And see, and that's good. That's good. You know, a lot of people can't break the 5-minute mark. And
Yeah.
again, the data is a little skewed because of streams. You're always going to have average view duration on streams, and there's not continuous ad rolls. There's ad rolls on stream replays, but you'll have that pre-roll ad, and then you'll have. But again, you're monetizing by super chats, donations, tips, all that stuff as well. So there's different ways to make money on streams.
Yeah, and then my click-through rate's 4.7%.
That's not bad either. That's not bad either. I think that they say the average click-through rate that you want to aim for is about 5. If you're over 10, you're doing excellent. My click-through rate's not very good. I think my click-through rate's like 4.5 or 4, about around. So and again, because my thumbnails suck. I mean, I am not a graphic, but my thumbnails are horrible. They're bad.
Well, see, I've also heard though a lot. There are some channels that use the suggested thumbnails that YouTube gives them, because I guess it uses the
it uses the AI, so it will actually select clips that the AI thinks is exciting or engaging to whoever's going to be viewing. The AI is really smart. I hope you guys understand this, because the keywords are going to be going away. I'm a big fan of keywords, and that's how the AI sees you, and with data, web crawling, the whole 9 yards. However, they're actually doing their AI now that will actually watch you, because it already transcribes you, so it already knows what you say, and that does play into how it categorizes you. But the AI is actually going to be watching you and the way you use your eyes and your mannerisms and what's the background and what you're displaying or whatever. It'll actually categorize you and rank you based on how you perform on camera. It watches you. Right. And so there's a lot of stuff like if I'm drinking a beer, right, and it sees that, then there could be penalties on that, because there's already penalties on cussing, that it'll make you non-suitable for advertisers. And now with COPA and everything else, that's eventually where it's going to go. And not just that, there's a huge amount of keyword abuse. People are tagging videos in things that are trending but are not necessarily related to the video. And we used to do that for webmastering all the time. If you guys remember, like back in the 90s, you would go to a website, it would be like fishing, bass fishing or whichever. I'm a big bass fisherman. So I'd go a bass fishing site, and then on the footer of the website, you would see like paragraphs that were nothing but Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, whatever. These high catch them. Yeah, trying to get that traffic in. And that's called keyword stuffing, and it'll actually get you terminated on YouTube now. And the AIs actually see it, and they'll devalue or nerf your website visibility, so you won't get that traffic. But
yeah. Well, Happy Place Diaries, thanks for coming out. Thanks for grabbing up some information. That's why Jacob, he's awesome. He helped just with listening to his streams and watching his streams, taking in a bunch of the information that he offers, and he's a great guy, and that's why he popped in the stream here, and we definitely were glad. I was glad he popped in and he was able to come up.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I mean, anything I can do to help you guys out, man, when it comes to testing this. And like I said, I'm publicly listed. You can call me, you can text me. Like, I don't care. I like seeing people be successful. Like, it makes me happy, because I'm so sick of people being miserable in their 9 to 5. They want more, they deserve more. And it's just really cool when you finally, because it's that, like, my biggest thing is incubator project. Once a company is going well, I just outsource it, sell it, or I'll just go into a royalty agreement. And because it's boring to me, it's too smooth. Like, it's too easy. I want projects. And some people like that when they're dating life, it is what it is.
Right.
And so, like, that's the exciting part. Like, I remember seeing guys get their first sale. I've had people get monetized on my channel. We'll celebrate, and it's really a cool thing. It's a big thing.
Yeah. It's let's see, my camera looks like a professional. Yeah, and that's the part. I think you even mentioned this, and this is what sort of pushed us over the edge to do the live stream, is that anybody can edit and make you look like a professional. And so the live stream gives you the ability for your consumer, aka your followers on YouTube, to really know you and fall in love with you as a person that is live.
100%.
You
100.
know?
People are getting tired of everything being fake and staged. People
Yeah.
are getting very tired of it now.
Yep.
You know, being able to sit down and have a conversation with you, like I would have no issue bring you into my home. I have no issue giving you my daughter for you to hold. And I mean, when you build that relationship,
Right.
and people are just tired of seeing things that are fake.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Yeah.
no, I mean, finding genuine people, like genuine good people, is a challenge nowadays, you know,
Absolutely.
because of what technology can do now.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Samores Camping is saying about what recommendations would you give for tags on YouTube videos to generate more traffic?
That's a really long one. I'll kind of
Yeah.
wrap it up in a nutshell. And so there's something called your short tail and your long tail, right? Short tail, for example, I am doing again, bass fishing. I love to bass fish. So that's my thing. I'm a fisherman. And so I'm out there and I'm bass fishing. So a short tail keyword I would use would be like bass or bass fishing. I
Mhm.
mean, these are things that are related to the channel that are highly visible. They have a lot of search traffic, but there's a lot of competition. And so what you want to use is you want to use what's called a keyword mix. And so you want to take some of the small, really popular, highly searched, but highly competitive tags. And then you also want to have niche tags that are related to the big tag. So for example, bass fishing using wacky worm rig, bass fishing using Carolina rig, rattle trap fishing, you know, but things that are long, bass fishing at Lake uh, Clear Lake, California. That's a long tag. And so now not only are you going to be getting, even though you're going to have a bunch of visibility on your small, really competitive tags, but again, it's going to classify you so your channel and your video can be recommended to people that are looking for this. And then again, something real specific, a long tail bass fishing in Clear Lake, California, or bass fishing hacks for 2020, something like that, where you're still incorporating what's really searched and really competitive, but you're making yourself different. And so you're not going to be, if there's 350 million videos, I mean, I've reviewed tags that have, 500, 600 million videos on YouTube that have that tag in it. You're more than likely not going to be the top ranking video on that tag, right? You're not, because that's where the authority comes in. That's where engagement comes in, exposure, the whole 9 yards. And so again, what you're wanting to do is you want to rank in about 3 to 4 tags, and sometimes 5 or more if you can. But I think that they say that you want to rank in 5 or more, but honestly, that's really hard. So I would just aim for something more realistic, like say 3 or 4. So for example, if there are 1 million searches a month for bass fishing, right, and highly competitive, and if you're getting 0% of 1 million searches are going to your channel, then it doesn't matter how big that tag is. Now, for example, if you had a smaller niche, say, bass fishing in Clear Lake, California, right, even though there may only be 1,000 searches a month on that, what happens if I'm the top 3 videos up there? How much of that traffic do you think I'm going to get?
Yeah.
So that's why that long tail is really, really important. No, it's not as big as the other ones, but you're giving yourself a fighting shot. Plus, you're going to be ranking in the other tags as well, the more popular and the more viewing and engagement. And then again, getting likes from other social media sites, because the algorithm tracks that as well, because you're bringing people from competing platforms onto YouTube. So YouTube rewards you with that, because that's considered being viral, as you're being seen on more platforms and more views. And so those are all really, really good ways to do that. There's a program called TubeBuddy you can get for free.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
TubeBuddy is a
suggest.
great one for keyword research. A lot of people, they just kind of get confused, and it'll rate that's a poor tag, that's a bad tag, that's a good tag, very good, fair, whatever, right? So
Yeah.
it takes all those calculations in to give you your answer. And then again, you start playing with it. But one thing I really do want to touch on is that you want to rank in a tag every video. And no matter how big it is, you just want to rank, because again, 50% of all web traffic, 50% of all web traffic go to the top 2 results of their searchable term on Google. And I'm sure it's very similar on other platforms, but Google for sure. So 50% of all the traffic on the internet goes to the top 2 search results. So that's what you're trying to aim for. You're trying to aim to be up, because that's how you're going to get that visibility.
I'm pulling up one of mine. I'll sort of expose a little bit for my side here with some of the folks in here. So let me pull this up. I can show. I'll show my thumbnail, or I'm sorry, my keywords here on a screen.
Yeah,
for a particular here we go. All right, let me pull that up and share screen. Which one was it now? Video. There we go. All right, beautiful. Okay, so
look at that. Look at that slick look.
All right, so if you can see on there, is it the bigger one going to work better? Yeah.
Okay, so what I would do is now you are not in incognito. You're on a general browser on Google Chrome right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do me a favor here. Copy that number one, because and this is one thing a lot of people fall into. It's something that I fell into my first, say, month or so when I was using TubeBuddy. So you have your browser, you have what's called a browser bias on what's being shown right now, because TubeBuddy is plugged into your browser. So this is taking in all of your search history. This is taking in all the websites that you have been on and you've been involved with. And so it's a bias because your browser is trying to figure out what you're looking for, just like any other algorithm. And so, for example, right now it's showing, and I don't have my glasses on, but it looks like there's a couple of number one ranked tags, right? So go ahead and copy that 2020 Jacob Eagle. Copy, just highlight it, copy it, and then go to YouTube on your regular browser and search for that. And what you should do is you should be the number one video, or the number 1 through 3, somewhere around there. So go ahead and do that real quick. So I'm going to show you, because this is a big learning lesson. And hopefully this will help people in the chat that use this software, because again, it's biased. When you use it in a regular browser, it's biased to what you do and what you like.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let me.
So yeah, just go ahead, just do just a regular YouTube search on YouTube, and then go and copy and paste, and you should be number one or very close to it.
Yeah. Let me get that showed over here to you.
Okay.
Streamyard. All right. So now we're gonna.
You're getting you're doing on the fly training on your test.
It's all good though.
That's some good
stuff right there, and bam. So you can see it. Yeah, you can see right there.
Okay, but go ahead. Yeah, and then that's good because you're on Google with this. That's great. But go ahead and do that on YouTube.
On YouTube? Okay.
Go to actual YouTube. Yep.
YouTube.
Because YouTube is a search engine on itself as well.
Okay.
Well, YouTube has its own search. I mean, it's almost identical to Google, but there's a little bit.
Because aren't they?
They're the same company.
Same company. Yeah.
Yeah. Google bought YouTube. I don't even know how long ago. It's been a while.
So if we search it.
But the big difference with YouTube is the community engagement. That changes standard SEO optimization. Or standard SEO, I should say.
All right. So
okay, so you got some ads. So and then boom.
There.
Okay. Yep. So now what you want to do is you want to open up an incognito window.
Actually, I think
this is incognito
what I'm in right now.
Okay, so are you incognito because it looks dark.
Yeah, I'm in incognito.
Awesome. Okay, so a lot of times when you do this, and what's another tag that you're ranking fairly high in right now?
Well, I tell you, I'm. Let me see here
on that, because this is a pretty this is a very nailed down
I mean,
that's good that you're ranking on that.
I'm actually above Jacob's own walkthrough.
and that's the power. That's the power of it, because you can actually look up YouTube and you can pull that video up, and I'll guarantee you they're not optimized. And that's why SEO is so powerful. A lot of people go, because of the algorithm changed the whole 9 yards, that small creators can't be seen. I mean, you're literally beating the manufacturer of the camper on a walkthrough on their product. And that's why, again, a lot of companies, they're not embracing the power of this, because more than likely 50% of that traffic that's going to go through YouTube is going to click on you or somebody else, which is right under you. That's where all that traffic's going to go. So that's excellent. That's a really good job. I'd be very excited about that.
That's what I spend. So the TubeBuddy, that's what I spend a lot of time you know, obviously in the editing, but
Mhm.
I spend probably just as much amount of time in the actually the keywords
Yeah, and that's
to
good.
get
I
to
mean,
that point.
I would be with a channel your size, being able to beat those guys. That's huge. That's huge. And so, just one thing I do want to I do want to put out, because again, a lot of people, including myself, fell on this when I first started, is that when you see your tag rankings, always verify that through incognito, because a lot of times they're not going to match up. And so that's kind of like a true test of how your tags are doing, is when you reference those keywords on YouTube through incognito.
Yeah, and
That's
you
the
can
way.
see here this Osmo, the blue one.
Uh-huh.
That's us.
Yep.
That's a review one that the gimbal that we just got, and so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 above
And
us.
that's excellent. That's really good. Obviously, you want to be in the top couple, but I
Mhm.
mean, having a ranked video on Google is top 25. So if
Yeah,
you're ranging on the top 25, you're considered ranking on
and
on you.
I'm just looking at it as, okay, I got 74 views, and these other ones are, you know, 400,000, 95,000, 400. You know, so I'm up there with these
And,
obviously folks that have been doing this for a while.
and that's huge. That's
Yeah.
absolutely huge. And so a lot of people, when I talk, especially on my Feedback Friday shows, when I talk about SEO, it's like, do not underestimate that.
Yeah, yeah,
You can beat these guys. You just got to play the game and then be consistent playing the game. I
yeah.
mean, I've got videos like my Motivation Monday. I'm competing with like Dwayne Johnson. I'm
Hmm.
competing against really, really big Graham TV. I'm competing against huge YouTubers, and I'm still ranking and fighting these guys. And that's again where authority comes in, SEO optimization, making sure you're doing your description correctly. I mean, all of that comes in, and this is all after you spend all this time and energy putting together a great video on the creative side of things. So there's really two parts. There is the creation of the quality content, which my content's not the best, but I'm a ninja on a lot of the other stuff, because the other stuff's fun. I hate making videos. I hate
Yeah,
being I mean, I am just not, that's not my thing. It's not. My stuff is like, oh, what game can I play to get this thing in like the top 5? Like, what game can I play to get this on Google? How can I drive? It's like fishing, and I love to fish. Like, how many people can I pull in with this rod, with this bait, and everything else?
yeah, yeah. And that's that when I found Tube Buddy, I actually started out with it on my phone. Uh, I think September 7th we started our channel
Okay.
of 2019, and I accidentally found it, and I was using it, and then now since I have my laptop, now I have it on there, and it literally is, it's great because it is incorporated into my page on YouTube when I'm in my
Mhm.
YouTube channel, and it makes it so much easier
Oh,
to
it's
catch.
so easier. It's
I
so
mean,
much easier.
and I just have the free version. I don't have the actual. I'm not paying for the upgrade at this point right now.
Wait till
Just
you do. It's about
I,
$4.50, under 1,000. I don't know what it is with you, but I'd highly recommend it, honestly.
yeah,
There's a lot more, and again, it's also a write off, but there's a lot more features with that than what you have. It was a good. Now I don't know if I'll go up to star or anything like that. And I've been thinking about it just for being able to show people it before they buy it. Like, that's one of the big things of my Feedback Friday. It's like, this is a tool that I'm using. This is where you get information on. If you haven't bought it, watch me what I do. Watch me what I can see, and see if
right.
that's good for you. Because again, some people, I mean, $4.50 like that. That's, I mean, especially if they're strapped. I mean, especially overseas, where they're making $4.50, every 4 or 5 days,
Right.
where they're really struggling. People, like, I got people in Ghana that watch me, and everything else, and money's hard to them. So I can definitely kind of show them before they want to make that investment.
Right. Right. Yeah. But I mean, yeah. So M. Langford, he's let's see, opened a YouTube account in 2015. It set dormant until about a year ago. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing you got there. Is that niche of
Oh yeah.
building camper, like that's huge right now. We remodeled our camper. We gutted the first 5-6 foot of it and modified it to fit our family. And that video is probably one of our strongest ones because we show what we did. the different DIYs that we did, and it's huge for us.
Yeah, DIY is a huge market. That's a huge market on YouTube, because the top two things that people come to YouTube for is entertainment or learning something.
Yeah.
You know, Rowdy TV, and that's why like everybody comes in and wants to be a vlogger, and everybody, oh, my life is so crazy, and it's like, dude, your life is like below normal. Like it's not even, you're not even that entertaining, you know, but they think they are. And so, and they go, well, I'm not getting any views, and it's rigged, and YouTube's against the small creator, and all these other excuses. Like, dude, what makes you different? You're no different than anybody else. Like, what's going to make you stand out? Like you're saying with the niche, the do-it-yourself, the doing something different, because again, you become an authority in that space, and you're putting content out that is not out there. You're not fighting with anybody. It's yours. And so once people see that, again, that's where the viralness comes out. That's where something is really big.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome.
This here, S'mores Camping, you know, our most creative video, that sort of backs it up. Our most creative video was our Christmas video, and sad to say we didn't get the views thought we would. It might not necessarily be a tag issue at that point, S'mores. It could be everybody and their brother on YouTube and their brother's sister did a Christmas video. We did one. We sang "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" or RV Christmas. You know, that video didn't do well for us either, because every YouTube channel was putting out a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year video. So you were competing against a lot of people, a lot of channels.
Did you shrink yourself?
So yeah, it's not. But tags definitely are a big thing. I noticed that for our channel, we didn't have the right tags in there. As soon as I started putting different tags in, I went back to our old stuff and put different tags in.
That's a big one. A lot of people don't.
It revived.
It does. It really does.
Yeah. But let's see, what do we have here?
And see, in S'mores, just to kind of couple on what he's thinking, and you have that sales background, which a lot of people, you have a lot of good stuff to put out there with that sales background. That is just kind of background stuff for us. Like it's kind of like general knowledge for us, but a lot of people have never done it, so they don't. You know, and so you can be a really good asset, especially if people are trying to build their brand in your niche here in your community. Like there's a lot of things that you can offer people as well. And going to kind of back to about that Christmas video. Yes, not only is that a completely saturated market during that time, that's also a very seasonal topic. That's something that is only going to be popular during one time. But then again, also too, who else is going to care about watching your Christmas video besides the people that you know? Like your friends and family. Who else was really going to want to go, oh, really want to watch a Christmas video from this person? So that's more of like a just for your audience thing. Yeah. And a lot of people during the holidays, what they'll do is they'll just stream. And like, hey, I just want to wish you all, you know, so people can kind of stop by and say hi, and you can wish them a Merry Christmas directly and show them the tree or whatever. A little bit more of a personal thing besides the video. You know, so there's different ways to market it. But again, what makes you different? I'm sure you're a great person, but I have a hard time thinking that there is a demand to watch your Christmas video during that time by a general audience. And just like me, just like anybody else, the only people that people care about is like the president talking about Christmas, celebrities talking about Christmas, you know, because they're like, oh, Dwayne, because I'm a big Dwayne Johnson fan. It's like, oh, Dwayne Johnson's wishing everybody Merry Christmas and doing a prank with that short guy that he's doing. Right? Like if they're doing a prank, I'm gonna watch that. Like I'm gonna watch it. You know, it has nothing to do with Christmas, it's because it's them, you know. So break each other.
Oh man, I can't think of his name right now. They're pretty cool. They're a good group together.
They became like best friends, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Yep. Yeah. yes. Let's see. So where was that one at? Haley family. Yeah. So the Haley family is reinforcing the same thing. You know, you work real hard on one thing, and you think it's going to be a hit, but actually the one that you least expected it is the most popular video that you have, and that's sort of sometimes the way it is. But having your tags in the right way. One thing too, but if your tags by ranking. Mm-hmm. Is that help out with your little?
I don't think so. But I've heard conflicting reports. Matter of fact, I don't think that on the new TubeBuddy. Well, hello, Aaron.
Yes, that's my wife.
Oh, hello, Aaron. wait till Aaron sees that comment. He's going to come in here and kick your butt. But
That's my wife.
where I was going, okay, but now with the TubeBuddy, I believe there was an update. I don't think on my, and I'll have to double check, so don't quote me on this. But I don't think they allow me to sort by popularity anymore. The only thing they'll allow me to do is sort and see if there is. I mean, I can manually move them if I want.
Right.
But some people say, and I have heard people say that it does make a difference. I haven't heard anybody really big say that, so I take it for a grain of salt. But personally, I don't do it. But that's a good research. That would be a good video topic to talk about.
Yeah.
If that does something.
Tira Vlogs, hello, welcome in. Honey and me had a good question for you there, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see live streams actually being good content for people to watch after the fact?
No. And the easiest way is no. Now, if it's a live stream on something popular, for example, you're doing a panel like we are, and somebody searches my name and sees I'm a panel, like, oh, I wonder what he's talking about on this show, or he doesn't have his background on, and I'm in the office, I'm just kind of kicking back with you, doing whatever. Some people may want to see me in this way. So again, it kind of just depends. If it's just like a seasonal thing, like a Christmas live stream and all that, no, there's almost zero rewatchability. It's there's no value. There's no value with that. And again, live streams are designed to have that one-on-one instant engagement with your audience and being something entertaining for somebody to watch. Typically after the fact, people aren't really that involved because they can't live chat with you. They'll leave a comment and may watch for a little bit. But live streams are extremely beneficial for watch time and building that really good bond with your community. And I know that on my Feedback Fridays, I get about 30% of the viewership of those videos happen after Feedback Friday, but it dies in about a week and I won't get any more hits on it. Almost.
Sorry, I was my daughter. What was your question there?
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's one from M. Langford. I've never edited a video and have not learned how to yet. I did that in hopes of getting a little action from trolls, but because it is still a view, and then the time they take to write an ugly note is still time. It is true. I mean, even if a good comment or a bad comment, it's still interaction.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like I've had people make fake YouTube channels of me already, and I'm a nobody on YouTube. I've only been here for a little bit, But for there's some people that just don't want to see people be successful. It just is what it is, and that's just in life, anyways. But here's the thing, right? I've had people, and this has been throughout my entire career. I'm a former soldier. I was 8 years Army. I'm a former bodybuilder. I'm a former pro athlete. And so I'm used to being hated on by certain groups of people, like winning a bodybuilding show and you got, this guy's got like 100 fans out there and they're booing at you and all that crap because you beat their buddy, you beat their idol, so you got to get used to that. But here's the thing. And any promotion really is good promotion. So, I mean, I've had people get into my channel, go, dude, I just saw this video this guy made about you and blah, blah, I had to check you out and see what you're about, or they've also made fake Facebook pages of me and then like got a hold of my contact list, and getting hold of leaving reviews for my company and all that stuff. And the crazy thing is that does a couple of things because people will reach out to me. People I've been talking to in years and go, hey man, this guy dropped this link to this video that he was making fun of you. And it was pretty hilarious, man. How you been? It's been a while. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, I'm just doing it. And they're like, oh, you were like a camera guy. I'm like, I've got the face for radio, man, but here I am doing this. And so it's actually rekindled relationships with me, and people that I've lost touch with in a long time have come back. Oh man, I'd love to see your YouTube video. And now they're promoting my channel and they're helping me out and everything else. So, I mean, that kind of stuff actually does more benefit for you than bad. And that's really the way you have to look at it. And honestly, I've had trolls on YouTube already come in and be under, different accounts, and they'll try to get the reaction they want from me, and I'll show them nothing but love. I was like, hey man, if that's how you feel, that's not how it is. But if that's your thing, then that's your thing. Like, who am I to say any different? You're entitled to your own thoughts. Yeah. But I won't give them the reaction that they want. I've actually had people get a hold of me and go, hey, like last month, I was a guy in there talking smack that you're actually a pretty good dude. And I'm going to join your channel. I've got 3 people I can name that are huge supporters of my channel now. They're there for every stream. And these people started off by talking smack to me. And they didn't get what they wanted. They're like, you know what, because again, I come in like, I'm in business and I retired when I was 31 years old. I don't have to work anymore. I make good money. I don't have to do any of this. This is all just projects. I like being involved in building stuff. And so when you say that to some people get weird. Like, oh, this guy thinks he's all this and he thinks he's rich and he's claiming he's a millionaire. It's like, no, I'm not saying I'm a millionaire. I'm close, but I'm not there yet. When I am, my first book will be dropped and then you'll know I hit that mark.
Right.
But some people, they think like that and they try to catch you up. And when they don't, and you stay transparent, you stay, you stay true to your course, you stay true to your morals and your ethics. A lot of those people will come around because they're used to, again, it's the fake culture, right? Where people come out, they say they're bigger than them, than what they really are on YouTube or whichever. And they eventually get caught up and then they disappear for a while or go do something else.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Looks like Scratching Bill and the Go is here. Our Epic RV Adventure, good night. Thanks for coming in.
Good night.
And then M. Langford was saying about that negativity or the trolls are still interaction.
Yeah, it's engagement.
Yeah.
And engagement's good. I had this one troll come in, and this dude, I'm not going to blast him on, but this guy actually became a friend of mine. And I don't say friend loosely. Like, I mean, if I consider you a friend, I mean, I know you at different levels. And this dude came in, just trolling, just doing his thing. And it was on a video. I don't even know what video it was. I think it was on, I'd have to look back. But me and this dude had 72 responses and comments to each other. And it started off kind of nasty, and then it kept going. And then we started talking about football and football games, and he's a big LSU fan. And we just kept going back and back and back and back. Well, that video was boosted by all that engagement, and that video started ranking better. And I got a lot more views in that video than what I typically do because me and this dude was having this conversation. And he's come in, and he's a friend of mine now. But that's how that started. It's pretty crazy. And so, I unless it's like they're saying like bad slander, or whichever, a lot of those people, and I actually did a video on this on my Motivation Monday segment last week. A lot of people, they do that because that's what they're programmed to do. And they have that outlook. And so when you talk to them and you don't attack them like what they're anticipating, they kind of take a step back and go, who is this dude? Like what's his purpose? Like what's his angle on this? And then you can really, and I don't want to say manipulation, but you are kind of manipulating the conversation. And, hey, from the Geek Den Man, I love you, brother. But having that and kind of controlling conversation where you want it to go and really not giving that negativity. Some of these people are just calling for help. They don't have any friends. They don't have any positivity in their life. So you can actually become the positivity and a good thing in their life if they don't have anything. And a lot of those guys can turn into great supporters. Yeah,
absolutely. That's even with Haley family. They leave the comment there. Because there's 4 to 5 positive comments in that traffic. So, there's definitely a lot of benefits to having trolls.
Yeah, there really is. Really is. And again, it's crazy because a lot, and even in business, and I forgot what the slogan used to be. But what does it say? Like, work until your haters ask if you're hiring or something like that. Have you heard something similar to that? Just work until your haters ask that you're hiring. That's really what you're going to do. And again, there's really not a lot of positive people out in the world anymore. There's not. Yeah. And again, the people that are negative normally have the bigger voices because they have the time. They don't have anything else going on in life. And so it makes it look like it's really skewed. And so you can be that outlet for them and maybe put them back on the course they need to be in their lives.
Yeah. And I've seen it done on a bunch of, some of these grow channels that way, that, the trolls coming in and the hosts end up turning around and actually acknowledging them there. And I mean, I've seen it convert right in that same chat that they first came into the troll. I've seen that conversion. And man, some of these guys, I mean, some of them, like even there's one that's on here is I can't remember the exact thing, but their name of their channel said troll something. It was real long, and it said on there, block me. Well, they're subscribed to my channel because they were just looking for attention and in some way, and they got it, and then people started subscribing to them, and now they started creating content. They just needed a little bit of attention. And that's all they got it. And then boom, it went from there. And they're a pretty good channel.
Well, and some people, they don't know any way else to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they just that's the only way they know how to get any kind of reaction or reward from their interaction.
Yeah.
And so it's again, and it's based on, you know, how they were raised and what kind of community or people they surround themselves in. And you're around miserable people all the time, and everything's negative, and nobody ever, you know, is anything more than that. I mean, it literally reprograms their brain to actually look at life and see that as normal engagement with other people. Like that's considered normal to them. They don't know any better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That so who was that? Oh, and M. Langford makes a good point too. You ban them, they come back under a new account anyways. A troll to troll. They know how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, well, there's people that have like legitimately, they have hundreds of channels. They have hundreds of names, and they do this professionally. I mean, that's what gets the rocks off. And so with me, that's why I don't ban them, because if I do, they're going to come back on another name. Yeah. So I'll try to convert the conversation in the direction that I want to go. But typically my moderators are really good at that stuff, and they'll just time them. But they'll never get banned because they're just going to come back and because you're giving them what they want. Yeah. Like I ban me, I'm going to come under this name and make up this channel name and go there. I'm really going to ruffle his feathers now. Like you're literally feeding them, you're enabling them. Yeah. And so, you know, and again, like it's crazy. I had one guy, and this was one thing I was really adamant about. Like when you come to my streams, you know, I got all the memes that are like all the anti-sub for sub memes and making fun of people who do that or whatever. And I had one guy come in on a comment on one of my channels, says, it's really crappy that you have to buy your subscribers and buy your friends. Nobody grows this fast, blah, blah, blah. I go, I absolutely have grown this fast organically. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Same
way. I didn't pay a dime. We didn't pay a dime other than
I market, you know, I donate to get shout outs, you know, I've done that, and I have done Facebook marketing and all that, you know, so I have invested in it. And so this guy who made this, comes into my streams, you know, and he doesn't talk very much, but he's always there. I always see him. And I think the comment must have been done, I don't know, maybe about 3 weeks ago. And he actually went back and he deleted his comment because he kind of saw how I was working. So again, it's all about if you stay true and you keep doing the right thing, you'll eventually win people over. And like somebody even said in the chat that sometimes your trolls do become your biggest supporters. Yeah. And some of them do. They really do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely. We might have donated, because we don't have a lot of money right now with being on our off season from our business, but you know, we've only maybe donated $5 to a couple of the grow channels to get our name out there, but we're truly in that majority organic growth there. And you know, because I can see where it's good to put your name out on a super chat, but then, you know, seeing how many of those people are going to actually be there in a month or 3 months when YouTube says, oh, well, they haven't been on your channel, so they're going to pull them off, you know? So it's
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, and that's why building, because here's the thing, like when I go on and I'm not going to name drop a bunch of guys here, but on some of the channels, like, you know, I'm meeting up with one on a fishing trip. I'm going to see one when I go down to Texas. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Yep. And again, like Todd Short, him and I just met for dinner last week, and he's a veteran, and he's trying to create a big YouTube, and these are all friends of mine. So I don't necessarily do it to be like, hey, shout me out, I want to get a bunch of subs. I do it because I want to kind of support what they do, and they're friends of mine. And there's a big difference between just not having that relationship and giving, say, $20 or whatever, and they go, oh, and you just come in with this $20 and blah, blah, and everybody go pick them up or whichever. That's not the promoting that I want. I want to go in there and say hi after, you know, I've donated, been part of the community. They go, oh, Jacob, hey, man, what's going on? Dude, man, I watched that video of yours. That was awesome. And I got, you know, and I'll send these guys Christmas gifts, you know, I had some custom stuff done for them. And like, oh, man, we're still loving this and this. And they actually are talking about your channel, and you're not even giving them any money anymore, you know. You built that friendship that it's not just, hey, go pick this guy up. Like people are going to see what I do and go, oh man, this dude, like I could benefit from this guy. This guy could add value to my life. And
Yeah.
they'll come in and subscribe and actually be a real subscriber. And so
Right.
that's the kind of promotion that you want.
Yeah,
And that just
absolutely.
comes in time. And and I like to support people. I like to help them out how I can. And some people, I mean, I buy wine for one of the guys, and just to say thank you for what you do. And it's some good stuff. It's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, well, I would love to keep this going, just because this is a good time here. But I have to get off the chat here because I have another channel that I religiously go to, and hopefully they are still on. I think I overshot my timeline, but
Hey, man, you're getting watch hours right now, brother. So run with it. Run with it. And it's really cool to be introduced to your community, man. And it's great that I've had some of my community come in here today too. So that's
yeah,
really cool.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
really cool.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, Jacob, if I can, am I okay to put in my description that I had you on?
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
Okay, yeah, cool.
No problem.
Yeah, but no, this is definitely cool. I see a lot of people getting a lot of information, and hopefully the RV community that hasn't subscribed to you, Jacob. I posted in there your a couple of times. I posted
Oh, okay.
your channel, a link to your channel. So hopefully they go over and jump in and see what what you do have to offer. Because the thing I love about it that really caught my attention, other than the wealth of information you have, is that you're doing this to truly help people, and that's something I can read. Obviously, you're doing it. You do have a little bit of monetary income coming from it too, but
Correct. Yep.
It doesn't. It's not like I'm going to get a $5,000 bill for all the information that you've just given my followers.
Yeah, it's and here's the thing, like, so when people do donate to me on my live streams, I actually do marketing and promotion for them as just kind of a favor.
Right.
Now,
Right.
it is a segue. It is a segue. So, for example, they come in, they are the three ranks: the lieutenant rank, the major rank, and the general rank. And if they donate at the general rank, I promote their Facebook. I put them on a website. I put them in a blog. I feature their channel during the intros of my videos. And so there's a lot of benefit for that. But there's also, again, if they like that, then they can go into monthly subscriptions, or they can pick me up to manage their content for them on the business side of things. But none of that's required. I'm still there's a difference between putting the resources out there, because a lot of people, you can give them all the knowledge on something 100%. They don't have the time to do it. They know how to do it, but they don't have the time. And so it's like, and they see it, they see how it works and everything else. I think that's really cool. I think I can justify the cost picking them up or contracting them or whichever. And then that turns into a sale for us. But it's not like, I don't have, subscriber special streams, that's just for people that pay me. Not at all. But again, if I do get donated to, they go priority, they get priority treatment, they get shouted out every hour in the hour during my streams, they go on the websites. And so there's a lot of passive promoting and marketing that happens for that, just as a thank you. It's just a thank you for that.
And that's that's to be expected. If somebody is investing some their money and into that, that's a great appreciation. That's probably one of the best appreciations you can show somebody who has done the donations for you.
So, but I do appreciate all the great comments. And again, you can pick me up on Facebook. Again, my number's publicly listed if you want to text me or call me or whatever. I actually need to get a second line for some of the stuff that I'm putting out. But because I got my corporate line, my personal line, and since this is more of a personal thing, it's my personal number that I give out. But I may have to change that. I'm getting spammed pretty hard.
Are you?
It's just I get probably about 9 or 10 telemarketer calls a day, which drives me nuts. But
thank you. Haley family just dropped your link.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
For your channel. So.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions and everything, I've got no problem offering free service and talking to people and letting them know, because, knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. And also, and another thing, because I'm monetized with ads and I have affiliate sales, and when I start building that reputation, that respect with people, even if they're just giving me their time and being on my channel, I am getting compensated by ads. It's not by very much, but there's still, I'm still benefiting in different ways. So it's not just I'm here to sell a product and here to sell a business. I'm here to offer resources and give your money a little bit of muscle. That's my tagline. And and again, you can always elevate or do more specialized services from there, but it's not required. This is really a service to people. Yeah,
that's very cool. That's very cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to get off here and I got some other stuff I got to do too. So I greatly appreciate it here, Jacob, for
Sure.
coming on and giving some excellent information to everyone.
Oh, it's a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
And Mr. Longford, so we're actually planning on moving to Texas. I was actually in Galveston last year. We did the Galveston ferry tour, or the whatever tour that is, right there in the bay. But where I'm going to be moving is I'm probably going to be moving northeast of Austin. I think is what we're going to be looking at, but completely undecided. I want a large ranch. We're probably going to it's going to be our forever home, so we're looking between the 600,000 to 800,000 range for us down there, and it's either going to be lake house with separate property or ranch, and we're not exactly sure what we're going to do yet. So, but I'd love to pick your brain about areas to go in down there because Texas is a very big place. And I want to make sure where we settle, that's our forever. We're liquidating all of our real estate assets. We're liquidating everything. When we may keep 2 companies going, the YouTube thing going, and we're done. And then we're completely set. So that's what the plan is.
That's very cool. Yeah. So Haley family saying thank you, everyone. There's the link again. But yes, M. Langford. It looks like M. Langford, you should definitely hit up Jacob on his page here.
Sure.
You guys could probably connect out pretty well.
Sure. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook and everything too. I don't know what platform you're on. So no, I do rentals. So I'll be down there and purchasing. But I have rentals, Florida, Las Vegas, Nevada. I've got property California, Arizona, 3 here in Colorado, 1 in Nebraska, and we're all over the place. So we're liquidating, and that's gonna be our thing out there. We're gonna kind of spoil ourselves. We were pretty spoiled now, but we're really gonna spoil ourselves here in 2020 or 2021. Excuse me.
Well, you got a very beautiful little girl that's also going to be able to get to be spoiled too. So
I tell you what, man, I'm not a kid person, and that thing's kind of growing on me a little bit. Not gonna lie, she's kind of.
I keep flashing back when you had the headphones on her the other day.
Oh yeah, she was doing some training.
Dude, that was the cutest moment I've ever seen on YouTube in my life. That was awesome. She looked like she was having fun.
Yeah, I got trained now. She's taking over the company, so I got her young. So
yeah, absolutely. So all right, well, guys, I hope everybody has a great weekend or a great rest of the week here. Rather, we still got another day yet to go, but yeah, hopefully everybody has a great.
Tomorrow Friday? Oh my God, tomorrow is Friday.
Yes, tomorrow is Friday. So
Friday's a rough day on YouTube, man.
Yeah. I know our weekly live is at 9 p.m. Eastern time every Friday, where we do our weekly updates on our progression through into transitioning into full-time RVing. So we have a few little things we're going to be able to talk about, and looks like Streamyard's going pretty well. Few little glitches there in the beginning, and I think it's just going to be a matter of making sure everybody's not to help keep. I think that's when it was really glitched out because everybody was on their phones.
I mean, you can restart everything before your stream, restart your entire thing, make sure there's nothing running in the background, keep your processes low, and try that, and that will probably help too.
Yeah, cool. All righty. Well, everybody, you have a great Friday tomorrow, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks.
All right, bye. Good seeing you.
See ya.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.